September 14th, 2017. Beautiful day here in Ontario. Got the vlog up from yesterday. Smallmouth, smash. If I was a smart man, I'd go back there today. Right now we're headed to Easthill Outdoors. I'm going to go shoot my bow in the range. It is almost deer hunting season. You all know how excited I am for that. We have a ton to talk about today. I guess we're gonna have to discuss what I just posted on Facebook about the Fear Fishing Apparel Company. We're not selling swag anymore. Made it, Canadian breakfast in hand, go into the all-new Easthill Outdoors and fire some arrows. I'm excited, Dack's a little stiff. Hopefully I can pull my bow with ease. It's still a little tender, but must press on. The new range door, the first time I've ever been through that. Down the hall, and it's shooting time. Great time shooting. I was a little worried about pulling the bow with my tender back, but it actually feels better that I got it stretched out a bit. Making sure you can actually pull your bow is the most important part. I saw a Facebook video the other day where a guy didn't shoot his bow for like a year, and then when he tried to shoot it, it was a mess. So good, man, how are you? Oddly, it's important to keep you, oh, I'm just talking to the camera. No problem, man. You got to keep your bow pulling muscles up to strength. It's a great big guy who works out all the time. May not be able to pull a 70-pound bow, but a little skinny guy who shoots 4 days a week has no problem with it. You use really weird muscles, and if you don't keep them loosened up and working, you have trouble. It's muscle memory. When that animal comes in, if you're hunting, you want to just be able to pull that string nice and smooth, let that arrow rip. Let's go home and get frustrated and try to fix that drone. I have no idea what's wrong with it, but maybe we can get it to go. Struggle's real, kids. I've spent 2 hours with this drone trying to update it. It's telling me I need to update it again. The stress is real with this bugger today. Every time I try to update it tells me it failed. So I'm not sure what's going on at all. We're gonna have to look more into this. I just don't have time today to monkey around with it, but we'll get it figured out. I don't know why it's not taking on the new update, but we're gonna figure that out. It's almost time. We're gonna go smallmouth fishing on that little tiny lake that I'd fish a couple times this year, where it's gonna be our last trip there with that ultra clear water where they just smoke the marabou jig. So I got a couple things I got to do around the house, and then let's see if we can't break the big fish record for that lake this year, and that'll probably be the last time we have a chance to get down there. So let's do this. Now, before I go fishing tonight, I said I was busy. I need to switch some things up here with my fish finder units. Right here, HDS 7, old fish finder here. Now, my problem is this unit right here wants to read the sonar from the console, not the sonar from the front. So I've decided I'm gonna pull the plug on this and I'm gonna hook it into my built-in unit to have, I can have 2 sonars up front, and we're gonna try that. Maybe I can still get my side scan, and I'll have the other one for right below the boat. So right now, I'm gonna try to take this all apart on my own and hook it back up, which could be a fatal mistake and we may not be going fishing, but here goes nothing. Got it hooked up. Says it's reading a signal now. A big misconception is that a fish finder finds fish. I don't think a fish finder, I'm not looking for fish on my fish finder. I'm using my electronics to gain as much knowledge about the body of water that I'm fishing, or the area I'm fishing, as possible. It's, sometimes you mark fish below the boat. I don't catch those fish very often. I use it to find rocks. Hopefully these 2 fish finders are gonna work, so I'm gonna get a reading from the back and the front. I'll be able to make sure my boat is right on the drop off. I'll be able to see it. I think that's the big thing. So rather than a fish finder, it's like an information gatherer. Would you rather have 3 pieces to the puzzle or the whole puzzle out trying to put it together? That's how it is. Let's get that truck on this boat, go fishing. Locked and loaded. We are on the way. Got some smallmouth rods here. We probably don't need any of them, since the only thing I've ever caught fish on in this lake is the marabou jig, but we'll bring them. Then we get something new going. The Ned rig's been awesome this year. I don't know if they'll hit it, but we'll give it a try. Last time we were there, we lost an absolute giant, like a beast of a fish. So probably gonna be the last time we get that way this year. We have some free time, it's closed. Let's head down there. Hopefully we can hit that fish that we lost earlier in the year. Good day. Made it, slight breeze out here. Hopefully these fish are pushing shallow. I've never been here this late in the year, so you know what, this will make us full cycle. We're here once right at the beginning of the season, a couple times in the middle, and then once getting close to the end. Hopefully these fish finders are working properly. We're gonna try those out, but I'm excited to get that marabou jig and start pounding some fish. So let's get on the water and hopefully we get some of those donkeys we lost last time. It's go time. Oh, that's a good one. Right off the hop too. First fish of the night right there. Yeah, maybe like 3 and a bit. Getting her started. We'll hit in the box in the photos. Putting it together. Roll them in the well so that I can see later on if more fish are moving up or I'm just catching the same ones over and over again. I'll get them back. Cool, the water's cool enough that they're fine, but another dandy smallmouth. It's a little guy back. Another one, not quite big enough for the well. We're gonna let him go. Not very big, but I'm gonna throw him in the well. There was a whole school of them with him. Beauty. There's a whole gigantic school of them. We'll just keep working them. That's what we're looking for when it comes to pictures. They've been hitting short. I've been just trimming the tail off so that when they grab it, they get hooked. They like to pick at that tail, even the big ones. So many fish. Here we go. We got 5. They're all like crazy healthy. The water is actually freezing cold, 65 degrees. It's cooling down at night. Get him back. So hardy, these smallmouth in cold water. They don't do real well when it's hot. They're like silver, like almost white when you catch them. And then when you dunk them in your well, they get like the amazing tiger stripe that we all love and know. Check that fish out, that's so cool. This one is the Canadian, like staple Canadian smallmouth. Look at those tiger stripes, super awesome. Double fish at the end of the night, super cool. Pumped, let's get this boat out of the water and I'll show you how we were catching them. Man, these are cool looking fish. Small jaws. Starting to cool down here in Canada. It's getting cold at night, got the hoodie on. Let me tell you what I was using tonight. Remember the water on this body of water is beyond crystal clear. I threw 2 rods tonight. I threw a smaller 6/8 and I just wasn't getting the distance I was hoping to get, and I missed a lot of big fish on the first pass. I switched over to my Loomis drop shot rod, 7 foot. It's got a really stiff backbone, but it's got a sensitive tip. I hope you can see that. That allowed me to throw that little tiny jig so much further, which I believe is the important part of throwing the marabou jig. The further you get, the more water you can cover, and they follow it, and then all of a sudden they attack it. So the longer the cast, the more fish you're gonna catch straight up. Gear makes a huge difference. 10-pound braid, 6-pound fluorocarbon. Another good tip is short fluorocarbon leader. Don't let your knot go through your guide, and you'll get a further cast. Awesome setup work, brilliant. If I would have told you we were gonna catch that many fish in such a short period of time on our way here, I'd have told you we're crazy. We probably won't be back. If we do come back, it'll be late in the fall. But you gotta wade to like your knees to get your boat in and out of the water, and I don't wanna do that anymore because it's getting cold. Home time. Made it home. I'm on a roll. I haven't not made it home yet. It's been a great day. I guess we need to touch on the apparel company. Anybody who follows us on social media knows that Amber and I have decided to shut down the Spearfishing apparel company. Why, people may ask? First off, it's an overcrowded market. Everybody in the world these days somehow has an apparel company. Oh, ladies walking by. So we decided we're gonna do something different. Just like we are with everything else, we're gonna be in the forefront. We're shutting down the apparel company. We're making moves in other places I can't tell you about yet, but it was a blast. Met a ton of people through the clothing, but it was never the goal to own a clothing company. The goal is to have the blessed YouTube channel for the outdoors in the whole entire world. So we're gonna focus on that. It'll give me some more time to spend with the kids. So I'm not even going in the house. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do right now. Amber is going to swing by, pick me up, and we are going to scream over to Coburg, and we're gonna catch Emma's last of her volleyball tryout tonight. She's trying out for the rep team. Hopefully she makes it. She has worked really hard. So I'm going to go with Amber, run over there, and I'm gonna let you go. You guys go hang out with your families. Remember, follow on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to that YouTube channel. We need your help to grow this YouTube channel. Tomorrow is phlebotomy day, so we won't be filming, but Saturday, we're back on, we'll do something. Saturday or Sunday, we'll do something, then we'll get back to the regular schedule next week. So we'll see you soon.